Be strong.
Let go of fear, you're holding the fire smoldering, it's starting all over again. I got a feeling that I ought to know it, burning inside. I got a feeling that I ought to know it, yeah. Every time I grip the wheel, I begin to feel I know what I'm in for.
Another Monday night, another doubleheader here for you this evening on Captain TV as we welcome you in to Viva Las Vegas, Sin City itself, as we get ready for race number 3 of the iRacing Truck Series presented by the LD Concepts, as we welcome you in to Captain TV, and we appreciate you joining us on this Monday evening. I am the captain, Chris Scala, as we welcome you in again to Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And again, race number 3 of the TI Truck Series. 80 laps tonight, 35% fuel, 2 sets of tires around this 1.5 mile quad oval. Actually, more of a tri-oval because there's no 2 dog legs, there's 1. But some very fast speeds. We'll see some drafting, we'll see some handling, and we're going to see what's likely to be a very fun race around one of the favorites, 1.5 mile tracks on the sim. So this should be a lot of fun here at the virtual Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Qualifying just getting started. We'll go down here in just a moment to see what is going on. But first, I got to show you the point standings as we enter the race. And as always, I use the Discord page to show you. And let's get the... There we go. Let's get that off the screen. There we go. Bryce McCoon, who picked up his second straight win last week. He leads the points right now by 3 over Tim Burrell. Of course, you got Caden Tufts there in third. Alphin there in fourth. Sorry, I'm just losing names here in my hand. Brandon Alphin, that is. And Ryan Whitaker, your top 5. Patrick Thompson, Ryan Locklear also there. McKinnon, Leo, and Lewis, your top 10 as we enter race number 3 tonight of the 8th. So we're already just about to halfway as these seasons very short here on the truck side of things. And but always very exciting when it is all said and done. Teams points right now as of, let's see, May 11th. Let's scroll down here to June 15th, which was last week. TI Racing leads by 9 over Black Cat Racing. It's pretty much teammates right there when you look at it that way. B&B Motorsports with third, PTP Racing fourth, and Sutter Esports in the top 5. So they are looking pretty solid right now, those 5 teams. But again, plenty of time to go in the series. So with that said, let's take it down to the track as qualifying is going on right now. We have a newcomer up on the pole right now, and his name is Barrett Morton. There he is in that 19 truck, the Toyota, with a lap of 31. Make that 30.98, so pretty much a 31 flat, but a 30.98. Still got a couple trucks left to qualify here momentarily. Let's put the... Yes, you will notice I'm kind of bouncing around a little bit here. Still trying to get everything organized. A little bit of a late day at work today as I decided to make some overtime money. And I had some fun doing that. Let's ride with Bryce McCoon here. Let's get the car audio on for you. There you go. Enjoy that. As McCoon Purdue, it's going to be wide open all the way down the track. McCoon in the green right now as he comes to complete lap number 1. Don't see purple yet, so not a pole lap it looks like, but we'll see as he comes off of turn number 4 in that Ryan Whitaker, or Kevin Whitaker Chevrolet. Sorry, Ryan, and sorry, Kevin. As McCoon crosses the line, he goes P3 or P4, 31.06. He's only about 8/100ths off. Usually lap one's a throwaway lap, so let's see if he can keep the momentum for this second lap. Does the momentum carry him after 2 straight wins? Or I'm sorry, the win last week. Lap to the pole, 30.97. Bryce McCoon with a lap. And I correct myself, as I forgot that Caden Tufts won the first race of the season, so that would be his first win last week was to Bryce McCoon, of course. So wanted to make sure I got those stats right. That's why I was kind of hesitant there for a quick second. Somebody else purple right now, Brandon Alphin. Let's jump to him. As it went to scenic on me. There he is coming off turn 4. The 21 and the teammate to Bryce. P1 30.95. McCoon, Morton Wells, Ryan Whitaker, Patrick Thompson, Gavin, or Bernie Sanders, we like to know him as, Dalton Wilson, Clinton Spells. I'm actually going to change Gavin back to Gavin now. We had our fun with that for a couple weeks. Jason Clark, everybody. And somebody... It was Locklear. That's who it was. Let me fix that right now. We'll take the R off Locklear. And I don't know who else is not a rookie anymore. I want to say Sanders is not anymore. So I'm going to take his R off. But still got about 4 minutes to go in qualifying here as they work on the rookie list right now. There's Patrick Thompson over in chat right now. So, of course, the last time you heard my voice, of course, I was actually 100% over here on the TI Truck Series side. And then all of a sudden, the next day came and I went under the knife and, well, had my wisdom teeth pulled. And still slowly healing, a little sore still. But otherwise, still living a normal life. Been enjoying milkshakes and smoothies the last couple days because, well, it feels good actually eating those. Now I see why they say to eat ice cream when your wisdom teeth get pulled out. Makes total sense. I'm going to take a quick minute here for a second. Just hang on. And I'm actually checking our rookie list right now. Let's see Tufts. Let's see Morton. I want to make sure that Barrett Morton is not Cole Morton because there could be another one of those Bryce McCoon, Jason McCoon things that happened to me. All right, so I think the rookies are all fixed, so we're good to go. No, Cole Morton's in the field down here. Never mind. Number 6, Cole Morton. So Barrett Morton. There's 2 Mortons in the field now. So they didn't confuse me, which is good. So about 2.5 minutes left in qualifying. As a matter of fact, let's take a look. According to Discord, this is the rookie points right now after 2 attempts. Basically, that shows the formula of how everything is put together so far. You see Caden Tufts leads by 13. Make that 14 over Cole Morton, Trevor White, Michael Eckert, Aaron Beaver, Palmer Hagg, Austin Wyke, Clinton Spells, and the 2 Hensons down there with 0 right now. Now I'll have to check with Lewis after the race. I haven't had a chance to ask him how the points get put together for the rookie series. But either way, looks like a pretty good rookie class here for season number 3 of this truck series. 15 viewers, and I appreciate all of you coming and joining us this evening on Captain TV. Hopefully you enjoy your stay, and I promise everything here is rent-free. As we wrap up qualifying, let's I want to bring up an interview. Somebody we don't get a chance to light mode. What? I'm confuzzled. Don't confuse me. Rule number 1. Let's see. I was going to talk to him, but I don't see him in here. I was going to talk to Bill, the 32 truck, but he is not here. He's in Discord right now, so I can't talk to him. And I just realized Michael Eckert jumped to the pole at the last second here at 30.95 and is going to be the pole sitter for this race. Congratulations to Mike. He snuck that one up past me. And I do not see Eckert. Unless this is... I don't know if that's him or not. So, I don't know. But either way, Michael Eckert going with a pole. A Whitaker interview. That sounds like a good idea. Yeah, Ryan Whitaker. Here we go. Let's bring Ryan up here. Oh, wrong channel. Ryan's like, who just moved me? Yeah, that was me that did that, Ryan. I was trying to get you up to my channel, and I hit the wrong button and got everything all mixed in here. But, Ryan, we're going to bring you up here because nobody else is in Discord I'm trying to talk to. So let's just get you up here, and because you're a fun talk to here. You get out here tonight. Great racing at Las Vegas getting ready to happen. You come out and you qualify P7 in the number 3 truck. How's the old Chevrolet, I assume, feeling?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're excited for tonight. It should be a fun race. This is going to have like a super speedway feel to it. So as long as everyone keep their heads together early, we got a long race, 80 laps. Probably going to see about 4 or 5 pit stops for fuel. So pit strategy is going to be big. If you can make it 16 laps, that's going to be huge versus 15. So just going to be a fun night.
How do you see the tires falling off here? Obviously, you said 16-lap run. Obviously, the setup's going to get a little tight. How do we see that shaping up for that pack? Because eventually, it's probably going to break up, I would think.
Yeah, the fall off. I mean, it kicks in, between I'd say 8 to 10 laps, and just goes from there. But we're gonna have to do a few runs or a couple runs on old tires, and that's where it's really going to be noticeable. You'll see the comers and goers at that point. The guys on fresh, the guys on old. Don't know what the best strategy is, but probably depends on where you're at on the track and what your goals are. So yeah, tire fall off's not huge, but that second run, you'll definitely see some bigger drop off there.
Best strategy you could have for this race: go to the front.
That's it. That's the plan.
Done. There you go. Hey, I see Arena of Idea Racing. A big fan of yours, apparently.
Yeah, that's a new iRacer there.
Oh.
And, yep, he's new to the iRacing world from Hickory, North Carolina, Mr. Dallas Childers. And yeah, we're gonna try to get him in on here pretty soon once he gets trained up and ready for the big show.
I assume he's been recruited from Hickory.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what gave that away. Well, Dallas, appreciate you coming in. First question I'm gonna ask you: what were you thinking? I'm kidding. But no, welcome in, and yeah, we'll have a good time tonight. Ryan, good luck tonight.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. So, Ryan Whitaker bringing newcomers into chat, and the only bad news about that is he does not get a $200 refund from Captain TV because I'm recruiting a viewer for me. But we'll work on maybe a free bowl of ice cream from his own freezer. Anyways, yeah, we move on. As you see, I like to have a good old time tonight. But no, we do welcome you in Dallas, and appreciate joining us here at Hickory, or from Hickory up in that area. One track that I cannot wait for when iRacing brings on to this sim in the very near future. I already hit that button. Let's go get the starting lineup. There we go. Michael Eckert on the pole. Surprisingly, a 30.946. He'll start next to Brandon Alphin there in that 21 truck. Bryce McCoon, winner last week. He will start third on the second row. Pardon me. I'll get my talking fixed here in a second. Don't mind me. I'm just a little bit here. Barrett Morton will start fourth. Trevor White, 35 truck. He'll start next to Colby Wells, a Virginia driver. There's Ryan Whitaker and Patrick Thompson. Gavin Sanders starting in the 9th position. Alongside him going to be Dalton Wilson, the Virginia driver. Jeffrey Spells alongside Tim Abrell. They will be row number 6, row 7. Clint Spells, yes, related to Jeffrey, in case you didn't notice. And Jacob Lock, I thought I fixed that. Jacob, I promise I'm working on that whole R thing that we talked about. Jacob is not a rookie. Hang on. I'm going to fix it here in about 3 seconds. Ready? See if the R goes away. Ah, it did go away. But anyways, we'll work on that. Jacob Locklear, not a rookie. We'll start there in row number 7. Row 8, Nick Leo, Anthony Kay. Row number 9, Corey Gibson and Austin Wyke. Row 10, Dan Marrera, Matthew Telder. Row 11, Chris Harrison and Charles Terry. Row 12, Eric Tupper, Landon Durhold. And Chris Lewis, Bill Lawson in row number 12. Row 13, there's Cole Morton starting in the back. 80 laps, as I mentioned, 35% fuel. 2 sets of tires and a partridge in a pear tree as we go racing Sin City. Hope you placed your bets. Let's go racing TI Racing Week 3. As they come off turn 4, Michael Eckert leads lap number 1. Alfin, McLeod, Morton, White, Whitaker, Wells, Thompson. A whole bunch of W's and M's up there in the top 10. That draft already starting to form up. One truck up on that high side. That is the 19 of Barrett Morton. Oh, a little blocking going on. Somebody pushing somebody down there. I think that's Thompson. Got pushed down by Colby Wells. Cooler heads prevail on that. Here comes McCoon for the lead. Help from his teammates there. The 95 truck. That's Alfin actually going for the lead. McCoon's there behind. And they're 3 wide already. Turn 2. Eckert is not in a pretty position right now. All right, get my phone set up there in case you heard that audio. I like to listen to myself just in case something goes wrong. You see the draft coming in play already back here. Patrick Thompson, the fastest lap of the race. He's in 7th. I want to thank our friends at Track Cams 4 Gourmet for allowing the cameras tonight here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. You can check them out as Trevor White goes to the lead up there in the front at trackcams22.com. Click on the link right there on the race description. As Thompson just got stuck 3 wide there in the middle. And now it gets turned. Thompson into the wall hard, and that's going to bring the caution out. One truck on its lid, that's a Brell. Oh, and here comes one coming flying in. And caution is out for the first time at lap 4. Bill Lawson, one of the trucks involved. Looks like Cole Morton might have got a piece of it, and Thompson's up in smoke. So rough break for a driver who got his first 2 wins of his series career at the end of last season and has had a little bit of an up and down start. Let's roll that beautiful bean footage as Thompson goes for the return on Colby Wells. Wells is going to get those bumps in 1 and 2. Oh, a net code. Big net code. Never mind, I stand corrected. 13 gets a piece. Lawson slides up into another truck. Not sure who that was. But that was big net codes, what that was. Let's watch this again, and I'll show you exactly what net code is. You're going to learn that term on this Net code is when 2 trucks do not get along with each other when it comes to where they are on the track. You got one computer saying that the truck is here, another computer saying the truck is there, and basically when they don't get along, things like this happen. We'll show it at quarter speed. And Patrick's squeezing Colby down, which isn't helping things here. And you see that big piece of space right there? That is called net code. And it sends a 28 up into the wall and brings out the caution. Let's try this again from another view. We did have some trucks coming to pit road. We'll talk about that here in a second. But yeah, well, since the bumps here, Thompson has them squeezed, but there's the net code, and Nick Leo gets a piece also. Jeffrey Spells. Who's that truck that went through there? I see who that white truck is up there. It's a single-digit number. That might have been, I think, the truck that went through. We'll see if I can find it here. So give me 1 second. But that truck we need to go on board with. It's that green number 3 truck up there. But the 3 is Ryan Whitaker. Now I got to find this one. There's Dan Morera. It is that guy right there, Chris Harrison. Watch this. Let's go on board. Wreck's going to happen right now. Hold my beer, boys. Coming through. There you go. Caution number 1 out. Got some trucks back on pit road. So Trevor White's going to be the leader. Now, cars that came to pit road that time, or in these last couple laps with this caution, pretty much the top 3 have stayed out. Ryan Whitaker, Brandon Alphin, Bryce McCoon, Colby Wells, Gavin Sanders, Corey Gibson, Jacob Locklear, Anthony Kay, Chris Lewis, Landon Durhold, Austin Wyke. Pretty much everybody 4th on down came to pit road and probably topped off the old fuel cell. A lot of these trucks obviously getting some damage fixed. Nick Leo.
Had 0 sound.
So we still get 1 to go here next time by. Matthew Telder's on pit road right now.
Sorry, Jim. I was going to try and get to you first, but time ran out.
Of course, Leo's got some damage. The 8 truck of Abrell, that's big in the points right there for him. The 5, Dalton Wilson with some damage. Bunch of pit crew members staring and talking to each other. As they get 1 to go, we'll go back racing here. Now they're getting my wits about me here. Yeah, I work for those who don't know, I deliver for FedEx. And today was my day off, and we've been so short-handed and stuff that I worked a little late today and did some overtime money and got done. And a thunderstorm cell and a little bit of a front came through as I'm over at a restaurant getting takeout, drive-through. So I couldn't even get anything from the drive-through because it was raining that hard, so I pulled up to the window, and that delayed me a little bit. And here I am. I was like, man, I gotta get everything organized here. And of course, when that happens, you feel kind of rushed, and all of a sudden you're like Porky Pig. It's like and here we are. So Trevor White's going to lead him to the green. Michael Eckert, Chris Harrison, Ryan Whitaker, Brandon Alphin going to be your top 5 as we round out the first of the cautions here at Vegas.
Coming out.
And we'll come back to the green flag here. Keep fighting, Pat. Keep fighting, buddy. Remember what you did at the end of last season. Keep fighting. I always remind people when this time of the year comes, when you get the first couple races go bad for you, I remind you, Jeff Gordon finished last and second to last, I believe it was, in 1996. If I remember correctly. I guess he won a championship that year. Ta-da! As here comes Chris Harrison to the bottom of Trevor White for the lead. He used his money from the luck bank to get through the wreck, and now he's going to use his money from the lead bank to try to get the lead here. Definitely a lot of blocking going on out here. First truck up on the high side. I believe that is Colby Wells up at Gavin Sanders up there. Look at this mess. That is Gavin up there in that 10 on the high side right now. You see the 15 to Eckert get kicked up to the high side. Got to be very careful. That wall will reach out and grab you off turn 2 if you're not careful, and especially right here turn 3. And when you hit that thing right, it'll actually send you backwards. How do I know? Because I've done it. "16 cars." Just trying to see here. All within roughly 3 seconds of the lead right here. As one truck caught the wall back there. That was that Austin White? It sure was a 33 car. Truck. Got to be very careful. You got these bumps over here in turn 1 and 2. Just like in real life, they will send you up the track and into another truck. Now with these fresh tires, though, you're pretty much wide open. He's driving Colby Wells now. He's going to go to the bottom side on this 23 of Corey Gibson. Ooh, tough spot here. Gibson, there's not room there, Colby. You see Eckert is going back to the front. Harrison now to second with White in third. Alphin there in fourth. 15 viewers so far tonight. Appreciate that, guys. And make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We appreciate that. If you have already hit that subscribe button, you're a member of the channel now. We appreciate it. And hopefully you get your notifications on, so you'll know that we broadcast pretty much every night of the week. Now here and there we'll have some nights off because of some off weeks, like tomorrow night, the IndyCar series on the TI side. They are done now until July. And you know what? I just realized. Let me see if he's still here. He's not here anymore.
Up 15 in this time.
All right, so pit stop starting up right now as you saw the 80th. Oh, and around goes Gavin Sanders. As Chris Harrison comes to pit road, Sanders has got turned. And that brings the second caution out. So tough break for Gavin. And Chris Harrison might have just went to the luck bank a second time. He's going to pit road. Sanders, that's going to be tough to call out. I'll let you guys throw the jokes in there for that one. He went for a wild ride and then got his bell rung by the Taco Bell truck. Let's go on board with this one. This ought to be a fun ride, huh? Now we got trucks running out of fuel out there on the track. All right, so pit stops, and I believe, trying to see who the truck is that ran out of fuel. It is Michael Eckert that's out of fuel. The leader. You see everybody scattering around. The 31 truck's lost, I think. Eckert's still out of fuel and still needs a hand. That's a tough situation right there. Brandon Alphin going to race off pit road. Bryce McCoon, Ryan Whitaker, Jacob Locklear. Let's actually bring him up here. Jake, you got a copy there, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Jacob, how's the, you're running up here in the 4th position. 2 pieces of good news. 1, you're 4th. 2, I got the R off your name, so you're now just Jacob Locklear. Congratulations on that. And talk about your race so far.
Man, I'm getting nervous coming off a 2 out here while we're trying to, everybody's trying to throw it 3 wide, like it's a super speedway, and I get stuck up in the top line. I'm just like, well, as we're going into 3, I'm like, well, either we're going to crash, we're going to make it, and us being on old tires too, it's starting to get a little squirrely off the 4. So yeah, I'm getting really nervous now coming off 2 and 4.
How's the bottom of the track treating you? Because obviously turn 1 and 2 obviously is one of the more bumpier sections of this track, and you worry when you have a truck down. If you're either, you know, on the top groove and you got somebody below you, or if you're below somebody, it can be kind of sketchy.
Yeah, the bottom lane on 1 and 2, even though it is bumpy, pretty great, but running the bottom line on 3 and 4, coming out of 4 and hitting the flat spot out of 4, it'll throw you up the track quick, fast, in a hurry. So I'm usually just trying to run mid lane probably.
Well, it looks like you're P4 right now, so you're holding on strong up there in that Grublets on Ice truck, and maybe we'll see that 84 in victory lane tonight.
Hope so.
All right, buddy. Well, thanks for your time, and go get him.
I'll try.
Absolutely. Jacob Locklear there, the Black Cat Racing number 84. You're running pretty well right now, and interesting what he's saying about the track, how kind of getting loose off of turn 4 where the transition is there, and then I'm surprised he said what he said about the bumps. Usually those bumps will upset these trucks, and maybe it's the fact that the tires aren't old enough yet, or something like that, that are not sending those things scattering and going from there. So Childers there. I forget your first name. I'm not good with names. I actually wear a name tag all the time to remember my own. Where did the name come from on YouTube? Just kind of curious. It has an interesting name. Arena of Idea Racing. So we got Brandon Alphin, Bryce McCoon, Ryan Whitaker, Locklear, Durhold going to be your top 5. Chris Lewis in 6th. I wonder if Chris Lewis feels like he's still in the Nashville traffic after yesterday. Feel bad for those guys. I was a part of that Kentucky traffic back in 2011 that had a similar situation happen. All right. Shout out to everybody watching here this evening. We appreciate all the subscribers and everything as we work our way towards 450. Right now, just for all of you viewers who watch us each and every night, we are going to turn it up on Captain TV as we go back racing. Lap number 23. So there you go. Appreciate the kind words there. As you see, it is a Kevin Whitaker top 3. Landon Durhold at 4th, and craziness. Oh, and there goes Harrison to the grass. I think the luck bank just ran out on him. As he's trying to get back up to speed in the 83. And we continue under green, 27 laps in. As Landon Durhold getting shuffled out, the 23 coming into play. Corey Gibson, these are fresh tires starting to come up in here. As these guys only have 2 sets of tires throughout this race, so they got to kind of strategize here and use them. Just like that, Corey Gibson going to the front, bringing Michael Eckert with him in his fresh fuel cell, apparently. As I always like to say, their arena of Idea Racing. If you know somebody, let me know. I always like networking. Never know. One day you might see me on TV or on the radio. I got more of a face for radio, but I've done my share of broadcasting in real life and stuff. Did high school sports down in Florida, Indiana. And I've been doing this now, well, a couple of times now I've done it, but a year since I made my return to iRacing. So it's been a lot of fun. So the pack's starting to spread out here a little bit up here in the front. You're seeing the comers and goers come up here, the ones with the fresher tires. As there's Eckert, as I mentioned, Trevor White going up here to 3rd. There's Colby Wells, and here's Jacob Locklear, who we talked to just a few minutes ago. Once he rolls out, let's see these bumps right here. Bam. Bam, 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 bam. Those bumps right there are the ones that you got to be very careful of. Part of what I wonder in 3 and 4 here, I want to see this. You talked about it getting loose off turn 4. I wonder if they're putting too much wheel in it. Don't have much wheel in her there. But if you're turning the wheel too much there as you're tight coming off that corner, it will snap the truck loose. Chris Lewis there, Anthony Kay. Season number 2 now of covering Anthony Kay, and I still don't know what the K stands for. So the Whitaker guys all lined up with Locklear here. This is 4 through 7. And the top 3 now stretching it out with those newer tires here. But again, with 2 sets, that means they're down to 1, and they got to figure it out here for the next, 58 laps. I think that 48 laps. If I know how to do math and not from Florida, I can answer that question. Barrett Morton in the number 19 Logitech truck, making his debut tonight behind the 29 of Charles Terry. Emery Lynn watching again tonight. Appreciate you coming back and cheering on Mr. Locklear. Of course, thanks to our good friends at the Track Cam 4 Gourmet. They offer us a bunch of drone cameras here. And of course, we always bring the drones everywhere we can, and Las Vegas is one spot we can, and this is one of many that we get to present to you tonight. You see Eckert and Trevor White, and then there's that pack of trucks right here as they go through 3 and 4. Corey Gibson now out to a 1.5 second lead in that 23 truck started back in 17th. Valvoline went out and dominated the race Sunday at Nashville. Spoiler alert. Can Valvoline go and win this one tonight? It's kind of ironic because the Eckert truck looks like the Valvoline truck from Sunday. and running in second. Now going to follow third as Trevor White goes by. Charles Terry on pit road, you'll see at the bottom. Anybody that comes to pit road, you'll see that timer going down at the bottom. And just a reminder for those new to the channel, if you see the white numbers, that is them actually on pit road. And when their pit stop is complete, the word pit will change to the number of how their time was on pit road. Here comes Michael Eckert to pit road. So green flag pit stops, lap 36. As they mentioned, they can go to about 13 to 15 laps on a tank of fuel. So still looking at 1 or 2, maybe 3 more stops. As the pole sitter enters pit road. You will not see the pit crew members, unfortunately, but I promise you they're there. And fuel only for the 15 as he pulls away. And a lot of the leaders coming to pit road. Gibson comes in, slides into a stall as he actually overshoots it a little bit. Here come all the Kevin Whitaker Chevrolets. As Nick Leo pulls out. Season 1 champion there. So we'll watch the 21 of Brandon Alphin make his stop here. Looks like right side tires on the both of them at least right now. Left sides for everybody. And they will pull away, so let's see where Eckert comes out. There he is. Going into turn 1 right now, so he's going to definitely make some time up here. The problem is they got fresh tires. They should catch him really quickly as Anthony Kay and Barrett Morton come to pit road now. And going to be fuel only for Anthony, so he'll pull away here in about 2 seconds. There he goes. So Barrett Morton on pit road, and that is going to be your leader right there. Corey Gibson going to have about a 3-second lead now over White. Now Corey did take only fuel only, but had a great job. Did a great job getting onto pit road, obviously, to make up that much time. But we'll have to keep track. The first truck on 4 tires appears to be Landon Durhold in the 6th position right now. So there's Landon as he goes past Morton for 5th here. He is going to be a lot faster. Let's watch the pit time or the race times here. So with the fresh tires, Corey Gibson at 32.08, Bryce McCoon 30.78, so a second, a little over a second quicker on that lap. Corey's trying to get the draft a little bit from that 31 of Clint Spells. And for those watching, if you're a dirt racing fan also, you love short track racing, I invite you to join us after this race when we're over with, just done with it about 35 minutes from now or so. We'll be switching over. You'll notice in the previews or whatever on YouTube, you'll see there's another race with the Big Block Modifieds. We'll be switching over to that broadcast coming up here at about 5 after 9. And you'll be able to watch Big Blocks from Lima Land, some dirt racing if you're a fan of that or kind of interested in it. Go over, check it out. Been some fantastic racing, including a race last week that saw the leader not win the race. Yep, he got disqualified. We continue green here, lap 42, past the halfway point in this race. Landon Durhold up in the 4th spot now, 5 seconds back as he goes by Michael Eckert. Here's the tire difference right here. Eckert's going to feel like he's in that situation where Traden Paints is screwing up and he sees a Ryan Whitaker truck in front of him and then one behind him. I think that Kevin Whitaker. I think I said Ryan again. Sorry. Kevin. see Landon Durr the 94, as I mentioned, coming up on the back of Trevor White. That's going to be for the second spot, and Corey Gibson about 2 seconds ahead for the lead. And you guys just roll right up through the field here. There's Locklear in the 84. Following Chris Lewis there in the 111 truck. You saw the 83 between there. Chris Harrison, he is actually 5 laps down now. So that luck bank definitely ran out in those first 2 wrecks. And he has spent some time on pit road getting that truck fixed. Driving last week's winner, Bryce McCoon. Check out the pit strategy board. Over the pit stop laps. Everybody pretty much in at lap 36 and 37. And they all went about 18 laps or so, maybe saving some fuel a little bit here and there. So I would expect that 37 to be somewhere maybe lap 53 when it's over with. So about 7 more laps to be back to pit road again with this 35% fuel. Up here in the front, Landon Durhold has gone by Corey Gibson for the lead and brought all the Whitaker trucks with him. Ryan Whitaker up to second, Colby Wells third, Bryce McCoon, Brandon Alfin, your top 5 as Gibson has fallen back to 6, and that's got to be a scary sight just watching those trucks drive away. But the good news is he'll be able to pull out the fishing pole and reel them back in once he gets his 4 Mr. Feelgoods. Trucks on the lead lap right now. Nick Leo, the first one, a lap down at 13th. There's Trevor White in that 35 truck. You see 32.4, so he's a full 1.5 seconds off the pace of his fastest lap ran earlier in this race. And Trevor's still got plenty of time to go. We'll be able to get those fresh tires as I mentioned. So again, tonight, week number 3 of the iRacing Truck Series with LD Concepts. Tomorrow night, we'll have the night off from broadcasting as again, the TI IndyCar Series wrapped up their season. They'll be back on track in July. Big shout out to all those guys for a fun season. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to make that last race of the season as I had gotten my wisdom teeth pulled out that day. And definitely got to check out the broadcast a little bit of it. And obviously had its ups and downs in that race. And congratulations to Kite for winning that race. And of course, Wednesday night we'll have a doubleheader. A doubleheader of racing coming up on Wednesday night. It'll start at 6:30 Eastern Time. Homestead Miami Speedway, the Great Lakes Sim Racing Truck Series. That actually was a race from last week that you're going to see broadcasted live by me. And then, of course, afterwards we'll be live at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park for their second race of the night. That race will actually be live. And getting that out of the way, of course, that was another race I missed from last week. And then Thursday night, the Short Track Super League All-Star Race, which I'll be finalizing the details. I've got it pretty much finished for the All-Star Race. That'll come up on Thursday night. So that is what is coming up this week. Friday night, I should mention Blown Piston Racing League, their truck series at iRacing Super Speedway. So the first time Captain TV will be at the IRSS. Looking forward to that coming up Friday night. That's Chris Lewis on pit road, 4 tires and fuel, and his one pit crew member got a little bit of swag there. I don't know if he's rapping or something or what the deal is there, but there they go, pulling away. Michael Eckert back to pit road. As I mentioned, lap 53, that was the number. Now here you still got 27 laps to go, so you'll see this run probably get split in half. Go about 14 laps or so and split it to 28. As Whitaker, Durhold, McCoon, Wells, all of them coming to pit road down. Ryan Whitaker pulls into his pit stall. Should be fuel only for these guys. Colby Wells overshoots a little bit. And there they go. There's Durhold and all these guys pulling away. Baron Morton going to lead in the 19 truck again. He was one of the last trucks to pit in that last cycle, and he's going to do it again tonight. Matter of fact, he's going to stay out another lap. So now we're going to see the old flip-flop happen, because all the trucks that you saw on tires the last time, well, they are not on tires now. And then you got Corey Gibson, Trevor White, and Michael Eckert on tires again. So they're going to come flying back up through the field. As here comes the 19 to pit road. 45 miles an hour at that cone right there. And that'll hand the lead to Bryce McCoon. Bryce McCoon trying to get his second straight win. Ryan Whitaker, champion from season 2, trying to get back in the win column tonight. Of course, Landon Durhold trying to get in the win column also. A lot of guys trying to work the pit strategy right to go to victory lane in Vegas. Check out the guys on the fresh tires back here with Lewis and Eckert and Trevor White. As they go around to 29 to Charles Terry, who's the lap down. And Corey Gibson right now is roughly 15 seconds back now after the pit stops here. So we'll see if the 23 can get back to the leaders before the next series of pit stops. It looks like Corey's been up against the wall, so that is not going to help him. Oh, that truck's been pancaked. Check on Jacob Locklear. Jacob back here in his 6th position. That truck looks pretty clean. Grublets on ice. Chevrolet. Now, if you don't know who the Grublets on ice are, totally okay. If you get a chance to after the broadcast here tonight, just look up the Grublets on ice on YouTube. You'll notice they're a lot similar to these guys on track. They are hockey players that use NHL video games or simulators to play hockey against others, like other teams of people playing hockey games against each other. So it's all on video games, but they're playing against another team of creative players, basically. And it's regular hockey and all. So if you get a chance to check out the Grublets on Ice, a pretty cool deal there. So shout out to them for sponsoring the trucks. They've been around for a couple seasons now. $20 laps to go. Again, when do you come to pit road to get those last set of tires? You're just outside the window right now. Probably another 4 to 5 laps. Come to pit road. And if you haven't used that last set of tires, put them on now and go to the finish. If you have used them, hopefully you're saving enough right now to get to the finish and not have any fresh tires catch you. As here's a battle for 7th, as the wounded Valvoline truck of Corey Gibson going to give up the spot to Michael Eckert and Chris Lewis. Gibson not giving it up yet, but he's a little down on speed, I think, down the straightaway. Ryan Whitaker looking back at Brandon Alfin, about a second and a half back in the 4th position. Eckert finally able to clear Gibson. Now Lewis going to come up behind him there for position. Now a lot of these guys could be playing a little possum with us and maybe saving their tires for that last run. And what I mean by that is saving the ones on their trucks. Knowing that they're going to have to double stint these tires to get to the finish. We'll have to keep an eye on those guys. Battle back here, as I mentioned, as Corey Gibson has now joined this pack of trucks, so he must be making the draft work with that damage. They go around the 32 of Bill Lawson. Eckert moving up just a little bit to that top groove. See the 23 coming to pit road. Corey Gibson going to be the first to pull off here. See how much damage this is going to affect the 23 truck. You see that right side pretty much pancaked. Unfortunately, going to be a little more than 4 tires of fuel here on that 23. As Landon Durhold comes to pit road in the 94. 14 laps to go, exactly what they're doing, splitting the run in half here. Tires going on in 94. As the 33 of Austin White coming to pit road, also Trevor White. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the broadcast, enjoyed the race so far tonight. It's been fantastic. 2 cautions so far this evening, I believe. Oh, Kobe Wells overshooting his pit stall once again. That's twice he's done that tonight. As 4 tires and fuel for Trevor White. Bryce McCoon on pit road. Winner last week in North Wilkesboro. So Brandon Alfin stays out and leads a lap. Baron Morton, Ryan Whitaker. As here's Locklear to pit road. As they actually's already finished his stop, 9.5 seconds, so he did not have tires left. Either that or he's saving them for a late race caution. One of the two, which is possible. As Alfin going to come to pit road now. Will Barrett Morton come with him? I'm guessing not, because he's up there at the top right now. So Barrett's going to stay on another lap. So here's the 21 truck in. Taking an eye at the schedule next week, we will be at Indianapolis Motor Speedway for race 4 of the season, 60 laps there. And then we'll go to Phoenix Raceway on July the 5th for 100 laps out in the sun. And then we head to Sonoma Raceway July the 12th, and then Pocono Raceway on the 19th, and Homestead Miami Speedway to finish it out on July 26th. Simple 8 races as they go through season number 3 here of the Truck Series. But Barrett Morton comes to pit road. That hands the lead to Ryan Whitaker, the champion from season number 2, leads. Not by much, though. Landon Durhold behind him on tires. Landon started all the way back in 24th position and has used a strategy to work his way up here. Can he take the lead? Landon looking to become the 3rd winner in 3 races this season and become the 12th winner in this series history. Nine laps to go. Durhold all over the back bumper of the 3, and there he goes to the inside. And the fresh tire is going to go by the 3 of Whitaker. Now the bad news is I don't have the telemetry to tell you how many tires these guys have left. It's something that's kind of newer. It's still in iRacing, and they haven't given me the technology yet to see it. So I wish I could tell you. Oh. Little chop there by Durhold. Whitaker going back to the bottom. I wonder if he's trying to save his tires up and let Landon burn him up. McCoon about 2.1 seconds back from Landon. Alfin there in 4th and Colby Wells 5th. One thing that could help Ryan a little bit is the fact that Landon is not in clean air. He's got Dan Barrera. And then also this other Grublets on ice truck that I'm trying to see gathered. I think that's the 8 of Tim Abrell. Ryan going to cut it down to the bottom here. I thought he had a run. Hey, what? Ryan might have been playing a little bit of possum with Landon here. Five to go. Durhold with a very interesting message on the back of his truck, I'd say. I won't go any further than that. Ryan trying to put pressure. We got one slow right there in the middle of the track. That's Lawson. He's getting out of the way. Oh, and caution is out. Trouble. And is it Barrett Morton? It is Barrett Morton. Oh, boy. And that truck is destroyed. So 3rd caution, Barrett Morton making his debut tonight. Unfortunately, he's gone around. And, yeah, this changes everything. Here's my words. Barrett has already got some heavy damage there on the 19 of Chris Lewis. Oh, he gets up in him. Oh, 29, nowhere to go. T-bones him. How do you like your steak? Make sure there wasn't any net code on that guy. Might be the better camera right there. Yeah, let's hit the stop button, and let's, it's not really a good view. Let's go here, will tell us. When all else fails, maybe we go chopper. Oh, there's some net code there, too. Net code's into the 19. Now that's one net code. that was just a... So caution out. Pits were open. I did not see anybody but Corey Gibson come to pit road. And that might be to get damage fixed. So everybody must be out of tires. This caution did not help Ryan Whitaker. This caution helped Bryce McCoon get back up here. But, as they say, what they call the term heat cycle on tires, this could help Ryan Whitaker. Thing is, though, is he might want to work on making sure there's no marbles. Look at all the marbles up here on the top side of the track here. So he might want to look at and make sure none of those get on his tires. Those things are hot and it'll pick up anything. So Clint Spells, I believe, is going to get the lucky dog here. He'll go back on the lead lap. That'll put 13, make that 11 trucks on the lead lap here. And again, I invite you to join me here in about 20 minutes or so. We'll be on the air for some dirt racing from Lima Land. Basically, all I'll do is shut this part of the stream off. And then I will turn the stream back on over to the other race link. So you'll be able to enjoy that. So we should get a green flag and be a green-white checker finish, as we're at 3 to go right now. And of course, just like real life, green-white checker is green flag comes out, they make it to the white, next flag ends it. If the caution comes back out, oh, you re-rack them. Straight facts. I appreciate you guys watching tonight. This has been a fun race to watch. Always good strategy and good racing here in Vegas. So right now, there is a 20% chance that... Oh, actually, I'm going to make sure I do this math right here, because if you went by the top 5 right now, obviously 5 divided by 100, you get 20%. So there's an 80% chance that a TI Racing truck goes to victory lane, because 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Now, of course, there's other trucks in the field, so that it kind of eliminates that whole math, but just the fact that 4 of the top 5 is TI Racing here could be interesting for Landon Durholt. But Landon Durholt with the freshest tires out of everybody on the front row, I should say. Let me correct myself there. I was about to say everybody, but I forget that I'm looking over here. 3rd, 4th, 3rd and 5th, actually. The inside row has fresh tires, basically out of the group. So here we go. Pace truck going to pull off. This is green-white checker number 1. Durholt on the pedal. A little bit of spinning of the tires from Bryce McCoon. Questions, can they get through this lap to get to the white flag? If it's going to happen, it's going to be back here. Everybody behaved, it looks like. Whoops, sorry. As Durholt trying to hold off the 95 of McCoon. Whitaker back to 3rd. Whitaker going to fill the space, and McCune maybe as they're going to race for second. And the draft comes into play now. White flag, final lap from Vegas. Colby Wells to the inside. McCune going to the high side. Oh, and the 84 Locklear gets turned, saves it. The 23 Gibson goes around, and now they're 3 wide, one truck into the wall. And around goes 2 others. They save it. Everybody's hitting everybody right now. And all of a sudden, it's Colby Wells getting into Durhold. Once again, a wild finish in the TI Racing Truck Series sees Colby Wells go to victory lane. Alfin second, Durhold third, Trevor White finishes fourth. That was just straight wild. So we are going to go back and watch this white flag lap here so we can evaluate everything as Colby goes through with his donuts. Oh, you're going to try to Larson the thing. Chris Lewis is the team owner. He's allowed to do that. All right, so let's go back and see this and how this all transpires. So Wells is in fourth on the final lap. Whitaker's down there. They're 4 wide to turn 1. You're going to see right there, that's where, let me stop there for a second. Locklear gets loose, or not loose, gets turned right there off of, actually, let's go back and let me make sure I call that right. I don't want to accuse somebody of something here, so let's go back and watch this one slowly. Hard to tell from that angle. But there goes the 84 around. And then right behind them, you're going to see the 15 and 23 come together. 23 gets turned. So then we go back to the front. Take it back up where we are. And that's where the 94 gets into the 95 and sends Bryce up to the wall. He slams it. Gets down and pretty much takes Ryan Whitaker almost out. He hits the wall, and it leaves it to a 2-car show. Colby Wells crosses over the 94. Oh, my gosh, huge net code. And net code comes back. This was huge, net code. Just a crossover move, a great move by Colby. Or did... No, they didn't touch it. Yeah, that's the contact right there. Straight net code. And that places it to the finish. One wild race there now. Wow. And Alfin got second by 1/1000th of a second, if I'm seeing this right. I mean, that was close for second. Wow. What a race that was. So let's go down here. We'll talk to our winner, Colby Wells, who gets his 3rd career victory in the TI Truck Series and first of the season. All right, Colby's no longer a rookie either. I got to fix that. Let's get Discord here. Let's go up here and let's talk to Colby, who goes to victory lane in what was a wild sequence of events. Colby Wells, congratulations. Did you know, being in 4th place coming to turn 1, that you would win this race?
No, not at all. That was I can't believe that just happened.
Talk about that series of events there, because it was pretty wild, especially Netcode helping you out there and getting into contact with the 94.
Yeah, it was those 2 pit stops, the green flag pit stops. I driven through my box on both of them, and in the first one, I was gaining a little bit, and I thought I'd be all right, and I gained the time coming back into pit road. But when we pitted the second time and took tires there, and I drove through it again, it wasn't good, and I knew that caution saved us a big time. I was really hoping for top 5 as this season has not gone like I wanted it to go at all, and I did not go into that restart thinking we were going to win there.
Well, does this help you get some momentum now as you go to Indianapolis? You get that 3rd win of your career and first win this season. A little momentum for you now.
I really hope so. Like I said, the season has just not been what I hoped it to. We've been taken out by lap cars and screwed over, and stuff hasn't gone our way, but I really hope this will turn.
Well, congratulations, Colby, man. Nice job on the win. Shout out to whoever you like to, sir.
Kevin Whitaker Chevrolet, Apex Stagecoach, and Chris Lewis, iRacing. Everybody who makes it possible for me to come out here every week. It may be virtual, but it does take a lot to go into it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad to be doing it and glad to get a win for Chris.
Well, great job here tonight, Colby. Go celebrate your win tonight. They can't take this one away from you, it looks like, because, well, it was a clean pass with a little netcode help. But great racing tonight, and congratulations on your win.
Appreciate it. Thank you for the broadcast.
You too, buddy. Appreciate it. Colby Wells there with the victory. Again, his 3rd career victory, and Brandon Alphin finishes 2nd by the length of the Chevy emblem, we'll call it, tonight. Congratulations. Brandon, what a wild finish that was for you. Talk about what you saw there in the final lap.
Yeah, no, it was shaping up, and we had a good race going. It was, I really couldn't tell, to be honest, because I'm on up, and I felt bad because I got into Whitaker right there, and I didn't want to turn him, and I didn't even realize McCoon had gone up. I was so far on his bumper trying to get a draft, and then next thing you know, they're coming down in front, so it was a pretty wild ending right there.
Well, you had a great run most of the night. You sat up there to top 5 and worked the strategy. You and your team did a great job. Took tires together and didn't take tires together, and it just seemed like a line of Kevin Whitaker Chevrolets going by every time.
Yeah, no, we had a really good strategy. We put together and stuff and worked really well as a team. And Las Vegas, it's a fun track. It's kind of like a mini super speedway. As you got fresh tires, you're kind of wide open the whole track, and then as the run goes on, tires start wearing, kind of got to let off a little bit. So that was going to be key as far as getting everybody packed there together. And we had a good team showing tonight.
Yeah, great job tonight, Brandon. Congratulations on your 2nd. Shout out to whoever you like to, sir.
Yeah, no, I'd like to give a shout out to Kevin Whitaker Chevrolet, and then also iRacing. Every week that putting this on for us. So I appreciate that, and also I want to give a shout out to you, Chris.
Yeah, appreciate that. Know that your win is coming soon. It's coming soon.
I know.
Keep your head up, buddy.
I tell everybody I feel like Michael Walter back here, so I guess I kind of feel what he feels like.
Well, let's see. If I do the math real quickly, 8 races a season, you're going to be racing into like your 90s to be able to get the 462, so just know that.
Yeah. I'd just be lucky to be alive at that time. But thanks again, Chris. Appreciate you doing this.
I appreciate it. We'll be iRacing on droids at that point or something. So
we'll have something crazy, I'm sure.
All right, be safe, man. See you next week.
All right, have a good one.
You too, buddy. Brandon Alphin finishing in the 2nd position, and interesting interview this will be here. The 3rd place finisher, we'll bring him up here, Landon Durhold. What has been a wild last lap sequence and a race that he's going to probably think could have been his, but unfortunately it wasn't. If he's even in here anymore, I do not see his name. He might have bailed out of here, which, yeah. Probably pretty disappointed, to say the least. So, and I don't blame him. When a race gets taken away from you like that, with a green-white checkered finish and some contact with others and stuff, unfortunate deal there when it is all over with. So I'll give him another second to get in here and if he wants to talk. If not, otherwise, I totally understand, and maybe I'll get some comments from him before next week's race at Indianapolis. But otherwise, we're going to go get ready for our broadcast over at the Short Track Super League. Excuse me. If you're interested in some dirt racing coming up, make sure you stick around and get ready to flip to the other channel once we go off the air here. But big shout out to Chris Lewis and everybody from iRacing for allowing us to broadcast the league. Shout out to iRacing for allowing us, of course, the platform to broadcast on. Big shout out to the Track Cams for Gourmet for sponsoring the cameras and taking care of us with the package that you see on the track. Most races each and every week, so appreciate all the hard work that they do. And obviously, a big shout out to the viewers here for watching. So I do not see Mr. Durhold coming back. So all right, we're going to move on. But big shout out to all the viewers again. Shout out to the drivers. Great race tonight. And we move on from there. So always remember, as I like to say as we head out, this isn't just a game. It's iRacing. Hopefully I'll see you in a couple minutes. See ya!